gang. GameFace here. And I'm back in Planet Coaster. And, yeah, I've gone and done a little research. Not really research. I've gone and done some coaster riding. I've gone and ridden a couple of coasters. I've gone and ridden more than a couple of coasters. I went and rode about... I don't know. I think I went online and looked at about 6 coasters, and then I went and rode some coasters in No Limits 2. Not for an episode of No Limits 2, of course. But to get me more of a feel for what we're going for here and what I can do within this framework of this flying coaster. And I've made some discoveries, and in order to continue forward, I need to make some changes so that what I've discovered can, work for me and help. Because the way I'm going right now, this is never going to work, and it would have never worked. It would have been very difficult to get this coaster to actually feel smooth with the constraints of the room I've left myself with here. So that's something that's gonna have to change. Where can I put a burning thing? So, first off, before I do anything else, all this needs to be moved out of the way. And for good reason. I'm not just like, oh, here we go again. I'm not just pulling it all down. Basically, we need to relay it out. That's what's going on here. Some things are in a good place to be relayed out. Some things are not in a good place to be relayed out. If that makes any sense. The other thing I'm thinking here is I have done something sort of wrong in the overall layout. And that's that the way I laid out the smaller houses and stuff like that isn't exactly correct in the way it should be. Put that there. I'm gonna move this. The barn, yes, the barn is a good thing. Now I need to find the house that has all the trees, and I need to delete all. Come on, why? Here's a big menu to block everything you want to see. So basically, yeah, we need to move the trees from the house. House no good with trees built onto it. So, the big thing here is this. I had some very tight corners to deal with here that I shouldn't have done. They should have been more open. Like something like this, we can deal with. I think. We do have to come in. Yeah, you know what? I actually think this even has to move further out. That's what needs to happen here. We need more room, not, well, yeah, we need more room. And this has to move too. Which means I'm gonna have to delete all these paths. So the plan, of course, is, again, we're still sticking to the plan. This thing is going to burn stuff. It's a dragon. It's a flying dragon. It's going to burn things. This whole area here is going to be, well, actually, this whole area here is going to be the coaster. It's going to be much more, well, actually, that's pretty spread out. I just didn't give myself the room here. just didn't do it. I shoved everything into a corner. So even this is going to fly further down here. We're going to fly him under the bridge, because there's going to be a bridge across here. Not that people will actually go to the castle. Hey, Nick. Hey, Brian. It's pouring. $13-hour day at work. What do you work in IT? It's a long weekend here, so I'm really looking forward to, I guess, 6 live streams over the weekend here. It's gonna be awesome. Lucky me. Detailing. Oh, yeah. I guess if there's work to be done, it's the same where I work. You know, it might seem like a 9 to, believe it or not, a 9 to 4:30 job or a 9 to 4:15 job. It's not too bad, but then there's the rollouts. I'm a software developer, so that's what I get to deal with sometimes. Which of course I knew what I was getting into. Okay, so I think we're gonna leave this open. We're gonna leave all this open, and we're gonna put up some fences, some hay bales, and stuff there. Oh yeah, yeah. You know, I'm lucky. I'm really lucky. I wanted to be a software developer for all my life. Since I was about 12 years old. So my work is you know, fun at times. Okay, so the plan here is this: to have some of the larger buildings across the front, and like have the street sort of curve in and around, so that it gives us a good long what's the word I'm looking for? Smooth area to do this. Because yesterday, basically, the biggest problem with my coaster was the corners are just way too frickin' sharp. They need to be longer, they need to be smoother, they need to... You know, like, this is fine. But at the speed we're going there, I don't even think that's good. I don't even think that's good. Okay, whatever the case may be, I'm still moving things into place. But we're almost there. There's not a lot that has to be moved here. Actually, I think I'm gonna put that more like that, and have this whole thing part of it. I don't know where to put the jail though. It's kind of a weird thing to have to place in this area. You know what? I'm gonna move this out of here, and I'm gonna move this into here. That's probably a better idea. Sorry. Yeah, so let's move. Yeah, that's in the right place. Okay, so we should probably just move these things in to fill the spaces. And imagine streets. We can't put the streets down yet, but we can imagine they're there. And that's all we can do. I think I'm going to sneeze again. This is the funny looking house. Everybody said that house looks funny. You know how that made the people who live there feel? I don't know. There's nobody who lives there. Okay, so this I'm actually going to put over here, which makes a little more sense. Okay, so now we've got these, like, two curved areas. Whoa, there's even more How many buildings did I frickin' build here? Who's building all these buildings? Like, what do you think this is? Okay, you can go right next to the burning cart. So we need to sort of lay out this double arc is basically what we've got here. An arc, and there'll be another arc here. And that'll just play well, long arc. Hey Jason, welcome back to the stream. Oh, you got the sneeze short circuit. You're not supposed to look at the sun, you know. maybe, yeah, but I know what you mean. Just bright light. Yes, I've got the same short circuit. I think it's a short circuit. It's a genetic thing. I guess, as are most things like that. Whoa, why is that? Oh, there's still 2 trees stuck to this thing. Okay, we can get rid of these trees now. I can finally get rid of the trees. Why are they, like... Oh, there they are. That's kind of a pain in the ass. Y'all better now, house? No more trees attached to you? Yeah, yeah. I don't know, maybe it's designed to stop us from looking at the sun. I really should get rid of that frickin' hole. Though I'm gonna go and roughen everything up before I'm done this whole process. So the ground looks a little more, you know, what it should look like. Okay, so we got a road coming out here. I've negated putting down the town hall. This is the town hall, I think. Got a clock tower on it. It's about as town hall as I know. Okay, so maybe this can just go over here. Like right in here. And that'll like almost make the other part of this road here. So we got this big long arc that goes here and like a big long arc that goes here. It's perfect for running coasters through. As opposed to the big little circle that I made last time, which was just like, yeah, it's not gonna work. Okay, we need to put this in here, because, you know, everybody wants to live across from the jail. Okay, so now, this is what our streets look like now. There's obviously gonna have to be a lot more buildings, but they're wider. They have lots, they have a sweeping, you know, I don't know what's going on here. There we go. No, just the cart. We gotta move the cart. Cart can't stay there. Now, the rest of this, is going to be a little different as well. So, what's going to happen in the long run, though, is I am going to go get some fencing. There's some fencing. We're going to build a fence. There's going to be a farmer's field. There's going to be a barn. And that's the kind of stuff that's going to go on there. On the coaster front, though, we also have to make some changes. And in order to make those changes, I'm going to need to get rid of the water. because, you know, coasters and water don't mix. They don't blend well. Come on, keep deleting. Keep deleting. Now we need to take this all the way down to here. Because this now has to go further above the water, which is fine. We want that. This might be too far. Yeah, I don't know. See, the problem is I really don't want to do a lot of... Yeah, you know what? We're still going to come up here. But we're going to go right into something with a little more to it. No, we can't go right in and back. This is more what I'm looking for. That's more what I'm looking for, but more to this side. And obviously, higher. But how do I make it higher? It's like, no, you can't make this higher. I can make it bigger. I guess the only way to make it higher is to go higher first. I don't know. That wasn't it, was it? Was it? Yeah, it was a demonic loop. Okay, so within this loop, when this thing comes down here, it's gonna blow fire. And we're gonna light we're gonna light up some, you know, stuff in the farmer's field. Is the plan. And you gotta have a plan. So, now that we've lit this up, we should bring this a little bit further along. Not too far. And then we're going to... Oh, thanks, Jason. It's a work in progress. Like I said yesterday, it's going to take a while to do this. But I'm still enjoying it. Okay, pretzel loop. Let's pretzel loop this. But let's turn this a little... Ooh. Yeah. We're gonna have to change that angle on that. Not the angle. But from this... we can scoop into here. Into the first loop. Then we can come out and do something else. And maybe come around this way. And back in here somehow. Or maybe this is the last curve when he comes down here and blows fire and then somehow does some loop in this field and comes back in there. So, let's work on that. Whoa, what just happened? Why did I have big holes? No. That was not what was supposed to happen. It didn't say anything about holes when earlier. Okay, what was that? Okay, so it's definitely going in the ground. Dragons don't fly in the ground. Whoa, that was the wrong button. This is not the button you were looking for. Dragons don't fly in the ground. That's not good. Oh. Well, that's kind of crazy. I really didn't want a vertical twist. I just wanted a twist. If I were to do that, I would have to build the barn around it. I couldn't do it, like, right now, because it seems the rule is you can put things close to a coaster, but you can't put a coaster close to things. So I'd need to do that after I built the coaster. I know, like, we could adjust like a straight thing and have it go through the top of the barn or something like that. It's a possibility. Okay. What is that? That's making it smaller and okay. This is not what we were looking for. Okay, so that was a hardline roll left. Let's go heartline roll exit right. No, exit left. It's not what we're wanting, is it? Like, this barn doesn't need to be here, really. It could be anywhere. Let's move the barn out of the way and put the barn in after. That might be a better way. Because right now it was like right in the middle of everything. So, back to it. There's the first. I'm gonna bring this out here, but again, I'm going into the ground, and I don't want. That's the last thing I want to do. We're gonna try to start bringing this up, and again, there might be a lot of smoothing and changes that need to go in there. I'm gonna give myself one area of padding to do those changes with. And then we're going to find some way to turn ourselves around and come back. Maybe a cobra roll. I don't know what a cobra roll in one of these would feel like. That would feel pretty cool. Up over the top. Upside down. I could see that. But, can we see that? Is that something that can actually happen from here? Maybe the cobra roll needs to go further in like that. Like here. We want cobra roll right. We want to turn this so that we're heading indigo here. But again, we're ending up going into the ground. We don't want to go into the ground. Okay, I guess in the farmer's... Well, you know, again, I don't want a bunch of holes. Why would where a dragon flies have holes around it? Click this. I'm clicking something else. Game. Thank you. Okay, we're just gonna move that up. Because again, I don't want holes in the ground. And we have to stay within so far off the ground, because if not, we're not gonna be able to build our build stuff underneath. Okay, so what do I want to do here? Do I want to just fly it through on a wide arc? Because we're probably going pretty... Well, we'll see. We're probably going pretty quick. If we're going at all. At this point in time, we could have rolled back already. But if we made it over that cobra roll, we're probably going reasonably fast. That's way too low, though. If I go in that low, I'm not going to be able to... do anything. What do I want to do here? Do I want to go a little bit this way? Again, this is going to go right over the entrance and everything. And I guess we could always dip it down here. But again, we got to watch that we're not going to go too close to everything. But again, like I said, the problem I was causing before was everything was way too close together. And now this was so much easier to do than that fight from yesterday. And I'm pretty sure this should be smooth enough as well. Okay, so what I want to do now is throw a little tiny bit of banking here. And then I'm gonna go up here, bank that a bit, and then we need to, like, you know, half that, you know, smooth all that banking. And then in between here, there's a big notch. It's right here. The banking on this cannot be changed, of course, but I think where's my, oh, there it is. Oh, I don't want to go that far. Why choose all that? Is that the only choice I have? Is to choose everything? It is. That's all one piece. Oh crap. Okay, you smooth well, you do. You better. Because again, this is all one piece too. Okay, so all this needs to be smooth now. Okay. Whoops. Let's see what we got here. It should be better than anything I had yesterday because, again, I was going into things way too fast yesterday. And now we've basically flown around, lit some things on fire in a farmer's field first, used up some of that energy, and now we can fly, basically swoop in through town at a little bit slower rate than I think we were yesterday. Let's hope it's true, because I could be completely wrong. I could be completely wrong. Okay, that's definitely better. Cobra Roll's not too bad. I need things to see other than the green ground. Hey, DJ AF. Welcome to the stream. Okay, so we're good in a way. We got something going here. We just need to sort of figure out what it is. Like, the problem as I see it is all we're seeing here is green. We don't see any more of the anything other than the ground until we get over here. So there's going to have to be some things to burn. We're going to have to burn some things. And I think this is where to start. We're coming down here. we can put this here. And then we can add another trigger to light it on fire. Of course, it's going to add it over here. There we go. Put all the shops I have. Yeah, I can change it to, you know, different like stone or something like that. Not stone, but yeah, rocks. That is not in the right place. Okay, so we're not going to delay that at all. Well, yeah, we are. We are. What am I talking about? Because that's not it. We're going to delay that like 0.3 seconds. We're going to move this up to here. And then I need to put more fire. We need to breathe more fire. Yeah, see, like it caught on fire just like it was supposed to. It went out, but we'll fix that. We will. Okay. She likes my rides. Yeah. I don't know how well a 4-year-old would do on my rides. I don't know. I haven't built much for kids. There's a merry-go-round. I don't know. But yes, you know, that's when you gotta get them into coasters. I can't even guess when I was on my first roller coaster. I can tell you where it was, though. Because, yeah. It was nowhere near here. Okay, so we need fire. We need fire. Fire. That's not fire. Okay, we need flames. Flames? Okay. I should make a monorail. My voice is out of sync. Well, that's gonna happen. It all seems to depend on so many things that I can't seem to get it perfectly in sync. I can try shutting off the camera and turning it back on. Is that better? I don't know if that's better. Okay, well, let's that's what we need. We need a flamethrower effect. Okay, so let's get right in here. Whoa, where are you going? Where are you going? Yes. If you sub, you got if you click on the bell, and you can turn on notifications, and that way when I do live streams, you'll get a notification when I go live. The other thing you might want to do is follow me on Twitter, because on Twitter I always like most of the time, sometimes I go on there and I'll say, "Oh, I'm going live at this time," or "I'm going live in an hour," or something like that. Okay, so let's get this thing. Let's point this thing in the right direction. Is that? That doesn't look right. Maybe that'll work. It's not gonna work, is it? It needs to be lower. But it won't let me. Let me do that, though. Okay, let's trigger this thing. Come on. You get to go first? Done. Okay, so we've we're lighting something on fire. Why does that thing look like it's gonna fall out of there? Maybe. Let's see how this thing worked. Did we get our timing right? Up, around, spin around, and light it on fire. Do we get to see it burning? Oh, crap. We don't even get to see it burn. Well, that's no fun. Okay, so that's probably a bad place for that one. Think that's a bad place for that one? Yeah, you'll get notifications on YouTube then. That's probably a bad place for that. Maybe that's wasteful. Maybe what I do instead, not instead, but because we're going to do this somewhere else. Because I think maybe this is the place for that. Right here, not over here. And then we just have like a bunch of hay here. Like more stuff on fire. I don't know. That's probably a thing. Okay, let's move this over here then. And I know it's still gonna burn the flames and catch it on fire. Maybe that would be seen better. I don't know. No, it would be much better there. Yeah, that's gonna be better there. Okay, so this is gonna be the tricky part of this whole thing, is getting all these little triggers in place. Okay, so you need to be up over here. Where'd it go? Come on, where are you? Hello? Is it like way off in the distance there? Come on. Why are you way up there? This thing has a very bad habit of doing this when you're when you move things around and you're trying to move quickly. Shift moves things up and down, but yet while you're using the WASD, Shift shouldn't be moving things up and down, but it does. So Shift moves you faster when you're moving around, but it also seems to do the other thing. Okay, so if I put this like here, nope, that's not it. No, not over there. Okay, fine. I'll stick you right on the front of the coaster, but you won't let me. We'll do this then. Okay. It's gonna burn at the wrong place, eh? Maybe I need multiple fire things. Oh, it is in the wrong place. It's in the wrong place anyway. It's like you can't put it here. Like that I see as an inherent problem with this game. The special effects are actually physical objects. Whereas in real life, you know, they would be manipulated and created so that they fit within the thing that they're you know, doing. Whereas in this, they're physical things that have end up floating in the air like that, which seems weird in a way to me. This needs to move too. No, not there. Okay. Now, we'll just place hay with it. Okay, so now I gotta move that trigger. And I gotta fix some of this track, because some of it's not as smooth as I want it to be. But of course, what am I expecting? This is just the first run through. Where's that trigger? Okay, so around the Cobra roll. And because we're moving slower here, this is probably a better place for this anyway. So that's done. Let's go back in editing and let's go fix this. I think this needs to be smoothed out from here to here. We need to take most of that hill off that. And it won't let me. It won't let me. Nope, you're not doing what you want. You'll have to go do it manually. No, no. Come on. Up. Okay, now select the middle. Now, if I smooth between here and here, I don't know. Oh, that's not at all. Trying to get rid of this bump here somehow. I don't think lowering things here is going to help. Okay. I don't know what that bump's going to feel like. Maybe I need to raise this up a little. I don't know. I don't know. That seems like a reasonably smooth transition here. Just doesn't seem to have enough bank. Okay, so you can see where we need to put stuff. Okay, excitement's through the roof here. Oh, and so is the coaster. Okay. So yeah, there's definitely a need for stuff here. We need things here. We probably need like a little farmhouse. Hello, little farmhouse. Are you a little farmhouse? Would you like to be a little farmhouse? This looks like sort of a little farmhouse. Yeah, I can make this into a farmhouse faster than anything. So this needs to be put in somewhere around here. Oh, it's a good farmhouse too. It has like a shed. And you know, on every farmhouse they would have a shed. Okay, so we see the shed. We see the farmhouse with the shed right now. You see it? You see it? That's what you saw. But it doesn't seem to have a door. So we're gonna change it. And that way we can also see where this can go. Can this be worked into this whole area somehow? Hey, Max. Hey, Epic. I went and did some learning. Some heavy duty learning. Actually, I went and rode a bunch of coasters. Okay, that should be good. That should give us somewhat of an effect of motion. We'll, as we come through here, we will see that. And we won't just be looking at the, you know, at the green. That'll be so much better with just those two things right there. Now, let's go get some scenery. Now, was it... could, you know, game, could you load these things into the screen, please? We need, like... hay? Hay! I need hay. There's hay. It's actually a straw lump and a straw bale. What's a straw lump look like? Oh, that's what a straw lump looks like. We can put a bunch of lumps around bales. That'll make sense, right? That's actually too close to the cart. I mean, to the car. Now, there was going to be another place here where he could light things on fire. It was going to be here, but I don't know what to do because I don't think I have the right angle at any point. Okay, so now that we've widened this all up a bit and moved it up, let's go back into editing here and get this piece here all set up and get it the way we want it to be. It's going to take a little bit of smoothing. It should be good. I don't see any roughness to it. We're angled out a bit. I am coming awfully close to this building here. I don't know how that's going to affect me in the long run. I need to get rid of that little dip. It seems to be so difficult to do that in these coasters. It doesn't seem to take the bends out as well. Okay, so I didn't even see the fire there. So that didn't add to the ride at all. It did not add to the ride one little bit. So this is invisible. Oh. So we need to move this into a happier place. A better place. Let's change this to be in the plane of the world. I always find it so much easier to work in the plane of the world. Move it down a bit and out. Like, God, it can't be anywhere where you're gonna see it. Okay, we're gonna have to fix that. I'm gonna go fix that right now. And that's a little squirrely as well. Okay, well, we sort of saw the flame. Flying through town. Okay. Not too bad, not too bad. Okay, so what can we put here? We're out of town. We got to put something here. I'm thinking we're going to come out of town and we're going to go into a like a inline loop or something like that. Heartline roll, maybe? No, let's do just like an inline roll. That's not exactly what I'm looking for, is it now? Why do you gotta do things like this? How's that even possible? Without killing everybody and, you know, absolutely destroying the track, how could you possibly run something over that? Sorry. Okay, so we do a little bit of an inline roll. Oh. Okay. That's not working out too well. But we're gonna... Why is that an angle that's not being set? Oh, because I haven't put another piece on yet. That's why. Okay, so now that we've done that, you know, this might change. I might change this to something else. It doesn't seem suitable for what we're doing here. Yeah, you know what? I'm changing it to something else. If we go into the roll, right? And then immediately go out of the roll. Huh? Where is it? Yeah, so we heartline roll, just a single roll. And then I can sort of dive down. Turn a little that way. Come on, turn a little that way. Remember, we're trying not to go below 2 spaces. So maybe I shouldn't be diving down. Maybe I should just be turning that way. And now I need to find something else to put in here. Okay. What do we need? What do we need? Do we want another roll? Maybe a loop. We need an inside loop. Oh, look at that. That would almost be perfect. Whoa, that would be perfect. Wow. What luck! Too bad it's too big. Maybe that's better. Gotta go back and fix that. I gotta remember. Flying through town. A little bit of a loop. Whoa, whoa, I didn't like that. A little bit too sharp of a turn. Way too sharp of a turn. And this is not the roll I wanted. This is not what I was looking for at all. Okay, loop. The end effect of it was what I wanted. But I noticed after I had run it, created it, that everything was like on the outside. Okay, I know what needs to happen here. This needs to be a little less violent of a corner. So does it, the other one. So does this. Yeah. I need to bring this out here. I'm gonna have to get rid of all this road, of course, because road cannot be built over. Come on, last piece. It's gone. Okay, good. Okay, now the thing I want to do now is it either has to turn this way and come through here, which might be the better bet, because then we can just do something to bring it back into the station, or it needs to come around this way twice. Around through here. So, how do we go about this? Do we try to do our own inside loop? Last time I tried that, it was an epic failure. Sorry. I had to say it. What I find here is smoothing does not work as well on these tracks as it seems to work on the other tracks. If that makes any sense? Okay, so let's try to do... There we go, we got that selected. I want to smooth the banking. Okay, we dive down, do our little, whoa, back-breaking little experience there. Yeah, I'm starting to like this less and less. Okay. This might need to be bigger. I don't know these things yet. Okay, so there's gonna have to be a major change here somewhere. Because now, I'm upside down. And I'm running right back into the track I just... Like, which idea from yesterday? There were, like, lots of them. Come on. There goes all my smoothing. Okay, so if I undo that again. What? Oh, I guess I should stop clicking on pieces of track to lay more track. Well, okay, I'm gonna start to look for a prefabbed loop. Like, that looks like it's an inside loop. But it's not, it's an outside loop. So maybe what are inside loops in like a Norwegian roll would be inside. But I'd have to go up higher to before I started it. Maybe that's what I need to do. Instead of just doing this through here and that inline roll, which was bugging the hell out of me anyway, I might just bring this back up. And throw in that Norwegian roll. But again, it's going... Come on! Don't want holes in the ground. Don't want holes in the ground. Okay, so maybe... Again, don't want holes in the ground. Okay, fine. If you're gonna be like that, game, I'm just gonna do it myself. And that's how it's gonna get all screwed up and not work. We all know how it happens. We all know. We all know. Yeah, see? That'll show you. But... Oh, it's buffering. Oh no, buffering. Let's hope YouTube's not doing its thing that it did last weekend. I missed an entire stream because of that. That was not good. It's not fun. I did not have fun. Well, I did have fun. I sat here and played Planet Coaster for 3 hours by myself. But, you know, it's not as fun as having all the interaction. Okay, come on. We're getting there finally. We're finally gonna get this thing somewhere where we want it. I think. Okay. Let's get back here. Come on. I still need to curve around here, eh? I will bank momentarily. It's weird how when it buffers, it's like everybody. It just like the other day when it was down. Basically there was a chunk of YouTube that just wasn't working. And I happened to be in that chunk. Okay, so question of course is how fast are we going by the time we get here? Obviously lots of fine-tuning to do here. There's that inside roll I've been looking for. Inside loop, sorry. You know what? There's going to be another one of them there. That's one thing I did notice when I did my studying last night. Long sweeping curves. None of this wiggling back and forth like I was doing yesterday. That was what was ruining my ride. That was what made it feel like it was just impossible to be something that existed. Smooth transitions like this, absolutely awful. That's got to be so much smoother, especially in the banking area. It can't do what it's doing there. Same with all this. This corner here might be too sharp. Again, it was all about being smooth and very, very long transitions. There was no quick to any of it. So yeah, it was an eye-opener to how much different these are than normal, everyday, sitting on top of the rail coasters. They are a different beast completely. They don't ride the same, they don't feel the same things don't work. But I guess I've said that in No Limits too. The next thing I'm going to start playing with in this game is all the shapes. I'm going to start seeing what else I can build out of just plain shapes. Not like walls and parts and pieces. Okay, so if I start another loop, can I? Yeah. That would be like perfect for a Sonic coaster. I hope that's not too sharp. It's probably too sharp. I don't know. It's hard to say, actually. I'm gonna have to ride this one. Yeah, that would be hard to do, though. That's one thing I've learned about this. Like, I chose the tropical area, and I didn't realize until I did a bunch of reading that there was actually other textures that if I would have chose the desert, I would have had red sand. And they limited it because, you know, people would come in and basically layer so many different things on top of each other that the performance would just die if you were layering, like, all the different textures and trying to get blends and stuff like that. The engine just isn't made for that. I was watching videos on Frontier's website, on the Planet Coaster website last night. Okay, so something else is gonna have to happen here. There needs to be some type of thing here. A small thing, but a thing nonetheless. Ooh, what is a sea serpent roll line left? It's a big thing that takes up too much room. How about right? Can we make it smaller? No, but you can make it bigger. So why can't I make it smaller? You just won't let me make it smaller. Oh, that's a dive. Oh, that's a dive. Dive no good. Dive no good. Okay, what did this do? This took me from the bottom back up to the top. Ooh, I like that. Can we make it smaller? Wow. It's just fucking perfectly balanced on the top. Okay, well, that answers that question now, doesn't it? If I want to have this here, it's got to be lower. And I want to have that there. And I don't mind that it dips down here a little. But you can tell we're getting to that point where this is coming to the point where I'm definitely going to be able to link these two up. Finally, I'll have two frickin' ends to this flying coaster. This has been a very wacky coaster build. Not wacky. It's been a very difficult coaster build, I'm going to say, because I'm not used to this coaster at all. Wow, it happened. Look at that. There's two ends. I mean, there's no end. It's a loop. Who would have ever thought? It's going to take some nice fine-tuning, though. I know that much. Look at how rough that is. And the dragon flies back into its cave. I'm sorry, but that's just absolutely freaking hilarious. We've got a workable excitement, fear, and nausea level without doing anything. Who would have thought that was even possible? I'm gonna pulling my headphones off my head here. Okay, so here we go. We start in the fire dive, and then we're gonna light the barn on fire as we come up, and then we're gonna light the house on fire. It's all gonna burn. Well, it's not really gonna burn because stuff doesn't burn in this game. The hay's gonna be on fire. We're gonna loop back up. We're gonna come back down. We're gonna light this hay on fire. And then we're going to come up here. We're going to find something over here that we can light on fire over there. Things will be lit on fire in here. Like, I don't mean like actual flames coming out of the thing, but as the dragon flies by, there'll be... Hey, Coaster Galaxy World. Welcome to the stream. Yeah, so... That's absolutely awful, but absolutely great at the same time. Yeah, it's gonna be a learning experience for triggers. Okay, so let's go back to about here, I think. Actually, I didn't. Maybe it's over here. It's actually here. This is where the bad stuff is. Okay, I go over here and sideways. I don't really want to do that. I want to actually smooth transition. But again, it doesn't seem to affect the banking like I would like it to. A smooth all seems to help more. Pick up there. And I think we're going slow enough at this point, so this is fine. What I want to do, though, is put on some trim brakes there. And then we'll start to smooth out this little transition that I... Not smooth out. Yeah, smooth out. It's going to go into the ground a bit. That's bad. Why didn't the trim brakes... The brakes didn't show up. Why no brakes? I thought I put brakes on this thing. And they're gone. No, it puts them there and then takes them off. Why you do that? Okay, fine. Fine. You want to do it that way? I can play your silly coaster games. I can't play your silly coaster games. I don't know what I'm doing. That was not what I wanted to do. I want this. With this. Oh, that friction brakes. Oh, no. No. We just want trim brakes. Friction brakes can go in here. Make the bank at the bottom of the loop by 0 or 180, depending on what it decides to call it. Yeah. You mean the bottom of which loop? This loop? Loop A? Or loop B? Loop B. Okay, you don't need brakes on you. And you need to be a much smoother transition than that. Oh, maybe not. You can come in and... Let's smooth back to here and see what happens. Problem with smoothing, though, it does tighten up a corner. Again, like I said, we're not going too fast here. Loop A. Okay, I'll take a look at it right now. Maybe, I still find that I've got a lot of something here. Maybe I need a helix before I come into this. And I won't need as many brakes. Some type of helix. There's not going to be helix in there. Where would the helix be? Is it down at the bottom here? Where helix? There's no helix. There we go. Helix. Okay, so if I go into this, no. Upward, up. Up left? Way too up left. Am I making a monorail in this stream? No, I'm not making a monorail in this stream. The monorail's coming when the Sci-Fi Village goes in. If you're really looking forward to the monorail, it's coming in when the Sci-Fi Village comes in. And I guess some people are new here. I should... Anybody mind if they want a 2-minute tour? Like, basically, there's huge plans. I already have a train station. One of them is functional. One of them goes nowhere. At this point. It will be expanded into the medieval village. There's also a modern train station over here, which is going in the modern village. And then way over here behind the western area, and probably all in here, is going the sci-fi theme park. The western stuff is going to come back a little bit more here, and the same with the fantasy stuff. So big plans, and that's sort of what's going on in the whole park, and it's going to fill the whole damn thing. What's your fortune there? I guess you're not supposed to tell anybody? I don't know how that works. Hey man, welcome to the stream. The rainbow's treasures will soon belong to you. Skittles? You're gonna have a bag of Skittles tomorrow? Is that what that means? You know, the funny thing is, fortune cookies, like, they're about as North American could be. when you go get Chinese food in a real, like a traditional Chinese restaurant, there's no fortune cookies. Okay, so if I want something here, I'm gonna have to build it myself. Which means I should probably get rid of this. Whoa, no, 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 no. Isn't it Taste the Rainbow? Isn't that Skittles? You know, the funny thing is, I don't watch TV. I don't watch TV, so... Well, you know, I used to watch Family Guy and Simpsons and The Office and things like that. But in the last 2 years, I haven't watched a single bit of TV. Okay, this should be enough to slow this thing down to almost a standstill. It may even roll back. This may be too tight. In China, they sell authentic American fortune cookies. Yeah, yeah, yeah. But it's kind of weird how, you know... I thought it was a... For the longest time, I thought it was a Chinese thing. Okay, this is not going as well as I'd hoped. Let's undo all this. And... No, no, no. Okay, here we are, back in the same situation we were in moments ago. Smooth that out that way. Well, it depends where you are. In Central, like, I'm in Central Time, and it's 7:35. At night, PM. Okay, that's not exactly what I'm looking for. I would have liked something a little smoother. But we'll do what we can. Okay, so... So the bank at the bottom of this loop, like, coming out of this loop, you want me to zero that back out. So starting about here... We'll put it at 180. In Iowa. I'm in Manitoba, Canada. Yeah, that's about right. 4:35. Actually, no. 4:05 in Newfoundland. Sorry. Because Newfoundland is a half an hour out from everybody else. Because why would you go by solid hours? That wouldn't be the Newfie thing to do. And I say that being as I was born there. Okay, let's bring this back to 180. Come on. $180. Okay, so that should be pretty close. And it rolls over. I actually like this part of the track. Yeah, it's not confusing at all. Just let it be what it's gonna be. At least it's not like 45 or something stupid. Oh, you're talking about the half hour in Newfoundland. Okay. I'm guessing. You might not be. Okay, so that should be like, this should basically be at 180. But it's not, or it's 0. It should be at 0 here. And it probably is, actually. But it won't let me see that. That's not something you can look at. Okay. I feel like I need to pull this. You know what I mean? Okay. That's fine. This. This is something I don't like right here. I don't like this at all. Okay, there we go. We'll just make the transition longer, which is basically what I learned yesterday when I started watching all these videos on flying coasters. Is nice long transitions. Okay, let's see what we got here. I don't like the transition here. I know I'm going to have to do something about this. Whether it be slightly moving this so that... Whoa. It's funny how, you know, you suddenly scroll and you can't even get back to where you were. So yeah. Here we go. Okay, there's still a bit of a dip there that I don't like. I like this. That's fine. Over. That's a nice. That's bad. That needs to be fixed. And then we rip through town. Looping back on the town. Coming back in. Again, now looping back again, but now we're coming back into the cave. I don't like that end. I don't like that end. I don't like that end. We're getting there. We're definitely getting there. I think I need to do some more work on that scenery interaction, though. We're able to see what we're going for, at least. We're not just like imagining what the thing is. Now now our goals become clearer, much clearer. So, this doesn't look very exciting here. There's not much I can do about that. So they find it exciting swooping through town. This inner loop is exciting. The inner loops are exciting. The second loop through town, not so exciting. Maybe we'll add some dip to it. Because again, we're not going so fast here. It's not going to be so violent if we do a slight, you know, dip like that. Whereas when we were doing this yesterday, God, the thing... Oh, we are going pretty fast. The thing was going 100 miles an hour when we did the dip. And that just hurt people. That's more what we're looking for here. The big question, though, and what's very important to all this, is this. We can put path down there. If we can't put path down here, there's no point to this whole thing. This is just a waste of time. So, that's awesome. The other thing I'm going to do is I'm going to make these paths really wide. Oh God! Why would you even think that, Nick? But yeah, it's probably happened, hasn't it? Or it's got somebody else, which I don't know which is worse. Okay, so it looks like I have to go in underneath here if I want to put road down. And it's going to make me move all the buildings. And of course, that's puking on a roller coaster and getting puke all over yourself is just gonna make you puke more, or at least it would for me. But that would be a nightmare. yeah, wouldn't be a dream come true. That's for sure. Whoa, don't do that. Okay, fine. I really want to smooth this. I don't like how this transition works at all. Okay, well, you know what? I'm gonna just add one more trigger. We're gonna add the trigger that lights the house on fire. And then we'll see if it changes the rating from 6.64. Just lighting a house on fire in front of it. How does that sound? I'm in the wrong place. I need this. Put the flames out first. It's amazing. This just makes this thing so difficult. Like, I can't even put this here. Like, okay, I can put it here, but any closer, and that's it. I don't know how I'm gonna get this to look right. We'll see what we can do. How about working in the plane of reality? You are? You are, you say? Okay, I'll trust you. Okay, come on. You've got to be smarter than that. Is that what I need to do? Maybe that's what I need to do. Obstructed. Now we need fire. Fire. Fire bad. Okay. This might be harder than I thought. That's not right. We're not supposed to be able to see that. That would be crazy. Excuse me. It's like, what? Okay. It did put one down. Okay. Yeah, I guess I can't see it. Imagine that. Okay, so now. Triggers. Yeah, we should repaint the track. That doesn't even look like it's pointing at the same place, but that's fine. Edit triggers? Add a trigger. You want to take trigger number 4, which is now trigger number 3. Because, you know, wouldn't want to confuse me or anything. Oh, I really need to fix this. I really like this, what is this thing called? A devil's, or a demon loop or something? I like that. Okay, so, on this, we need to trigger this. Really? You're gonna make me... That's so frickin' stupid. It's the only trigger anywhere nearby. And it's gonna make me go inside the building, like this, to click it. Okay, is that the only one? No. There we go. It couldn't have been the only one, because of course there was still another one on fire. Oh yeah, it burned everybody. Everybody was burned. That's awesome. Well, not that everybody was burned, but that it did what we wanted it to. So I think I'm going to have to lay out the streets and put up street lamps everywhere before I can start on all those triggers. So, what's it left us with here? So what do we get? What do we get? 6.64. It couldn't have measured. That was much more exciting. It wasn't really much more exciting. I don't know what makes this thing much more exciting. I think just shoving a bunch of stuff around So, you guys you're paying 45 bucks in the States for this? Yeah, it's like 60 here. Of course, that's Canadian dollars, so yeah, $45. I don't know. Okay, that didn't look as good as I thought it would. Whoa. Yeah, I really have to fix that. That was way too rough. Okay, lots of smoothing to do. Tons and tons and tons of smoothing to do. And then the end needs to be redone again, too. Yeah. Okay, we're going in and we're gonna try to smooth this out. Like you could see right away, I've got a problem with this. I don't like that at all. So this is what we're gonna have to do: is we're gonna have to go in and we're gonna find all these pieces that are kind of, you know, a little too much. We're just gonna take the edge off them. You think rotating that Cobra roll will help get rid of that little... Yeah, I don't know. Whoa, don't go do that. Just do that. Just do that. And here we come. Just lit the house on fire. Didn't see any of it, so I'm gonna have to fix that. Ooh, yeah, it's still kind of rough. That should be better. I don't seem to have that wiggle in it anymore. But I do have like a little bit of a too much of a bend here, I think. I'm gonna have to pull this down and sort of transition this whole curve. Of course, that's just gonna move this, and no, that's not so bad. That's not so bad. Let's see if that corrected it. You know, Jose, I hope I'm pronouncing that correctly, and sorry if I'm not. Please subscribe. I'd love it if you subscribed. I do, you know, lots of roller coaster stuff. There's 5 roller coasters in this park so far. So yeah, subscribe, and that way you'll get notifications when I'm going to do live streams, which I do every day. And it always seems to be Planet Coaster lately. So for those of you who love coaster stuff, okay, that needs to be fixed. I wasn't really paying attention to a lot of the rest of it though, but I think this is a bit smoother now. This definitely, what was done there helped. Want to go do a little bit of adjustment to this though. Oh, look at that. We went up 0.02. Okay, whatever. Triggers. Trigger number 3. I'm gonna have to start naming these if we're gonna get this complicated. I want to move that sort of there. I really wish the fire was bigger. That's too bad that it's not as big as I thought it was going to be. Okay. So that didn't add to the excitement at all. Oh, that was a bit better. It's going to take so much fine-tuning. So much fine-tuning. Okay, so now here. Here, we come down here. We come down here. And we want to light this on fire. Why do I keep going to shops and facilities? How's that going to help me? So I need flame. Flamethrower. You know, if you would go right there, well, not pointing that way, but if you would actually go there, it would be so much easier for me to do this. I don't know what we're gonna see of that. And yes, I know that we're lighting all our our passengers on fire, but I found out that the passengers in this world are flame retardant passengers. So we're good. We're fine. They don't mind at all. But now I need fire. We got flame. We need fire. Huh? All good except for that last one. Place the entrance. No, let's not place the entrance. Let's find ways to burn stuff. Add trigger. Okay, trigger number 4. Castaway. Oh, Castaway? Was that the one that you told me to? Yeah, I wrote it. I wrote it. The only thing that it was dark. It was very dark. But I guess there's really nothing to look at, is there? It seemed like a fun ride. Okay, so you. Number 4, I need to add that. And then let's hope I can add stuff that's under the ground, or that's going to be a problem. Can't add that because it's under hay. Okay, so there we go. This will go off at 0. And these will go off at 0.1 and 0.2 seconds. Just because I don't want it all... Yeah, I don't know. Yeah, you know, I actually asked yesterday, how would I turn it into a day, but it turns out I need to, like, re-edit it or something like that. Okay, here we go. We're on our dive. Light the water on fire. Gonna light the barn on fire in a moment. House is on fire. Okay, we just lit that on fire. What a bad dragon this is. Just wait for it to change to... Oh, really? Oh, I didn't even think of that. I didn't even think of that. Okay, so before we come and start adjusting the end of this, before we do that, I think, you know, people are going to leave, but I'm going for a ride. I am going to go for a ride. I ride this coaster every day. These coasters. And I always find it fun. So yeah, Jose, there are a lot more coasters here. There's a lot more going on. But right now, I think I'm gonna run the. It's called the Red Rock Mine Runner, even though it says the Broke Miner here. But I am just waiting until the car comes in. There's no point riding half the ride. That's not fun because you don't have the initial drop. And in this ride, I really like the initial drop. Okay, here we go. Woohoo! So yeah, this is the second big ride. Actually, Epic Failure helped me on this one quite a bit. And the first epic ride, I should, I don't know why I'm calling them epic rides. Oh, great. Like, I swear, this is why this thing's called the Broke Miner. Because it is broken. Almost every time that I come to ride this thing, it's broken. I actually think it's not broken, he's doing maintenance, but every time I come to see this thing, that's what happens. And the problem being is every time they go to do maintenance, it kicks everybody off, and they start leaving. It takes them 2 seconds to do it, and the people who are there have all left. Like, there's nobody to ride the ride anymore. Oh, hello. What are you people? I seem to be in people. I'm in a person. I feel really uncomfortable right now. Should I? Okay, so here we go. This is a wooden hybrid that everybody's sick of seeing me ride. That doesn't matter. I'm riding it anyway. So we're gonna have more things like this to come. Probably not another wooden ride like this, but a little bit like it. Yeah, this is definitely one of my favorite rides in the track, in the park. Favorite tracks in the park. And it's also the most exciting ride in the park right now. Though I find every track I do, I seem to be able to outdo what I did before. It just takes time. It takes a lot of time to fine-tune these things and get them all the way that I want them. But that's what I'm going for, is experiences like that are where the scenery, everything plays into the experience. And that's why we're playing with fire with the Dragon Coaster. So, we spoke earlier. See, it's funny. Every time I go and ride a track, the number of people watching drop. It's like people don't want to see people riding tracks. Or they probably just don't want to see me riding the same track. Okay, so we've got to change the colors of this. Now, I cannot remember, of course, what Epic said when we were discussing colors the other day. Oh, you know what? I just figured out the end. I'm going to have to take out a chunk of track here and put in a helix. And up and around and in. That's how we're going to fix this going too fast thing at the end. That's how it's going to be fixed. Of course, that could just screw this up. So, we were talking colors the other day. And I do remember light gray. That's all I remember, though. And yeah, light gray's fine. I don't see any problem with that. I don't know what other colors we spoke of, though. So, track colors for a dragon. Orange rails. Dark blue. Nope. We're gonna go with white. And dark blue. Huh? I don't know, it stands out a lot, doesn't it? Of course, I guess because it's selected, it's standing out a lot too. Red spine, red rails, orange cross ties. Okay, let's try that. Oh, orange. Red spine. Orange cross ties. And red rails. I'm gonna go with a little darker red, though. I think the more darker the burnt orange is a little better. Yeah. Good. We'll make the... We're gonna remove the purple off the car. So the dragon itself. So the dragon should have green on him. I think. But how does that look with the red? I don't know. The purple's definitely got to go. Come on. I don't know if that green's so great. The whole thing is very pastel-y. Maybe it needs to be like a secondary color. And the blue's got to go. It's either got to be darker or maybe more red. But would a dragon be black, red, and orange? Whoa. Okay, let's stop this testing. Come on, stop the frickin' testing. There it is. Okay, so I don't know. I find the green kind of dragony. The green and the red together. I don't know. What are your thoughts? Red, green, orange? I like the black. Definitely like the black. I'm going to leave that for now. We might change it after. We might change it up after. But again, it doesn't matter. We have so much stuff to do still. I want to edit this. Make the current green yellow. You think yellow and red would be better? I just don't see I couldn't imagine a red, yellow, and black dragon. But I'm not an expert on dragons in any way, shape, or form. So you think maybe the yellow? But again, we're just making it look like fire then. Too bad they turn all the colors all pastel-y. Sometimes I'd like a bright, sharp yellow and like the red. But, you know, they mute them. Okay, so we were trying to fix this. Whoa. Yeah, I'm trying to fix this. And I think the best bet to fix it is to delete it. It's weird. I've only had to reset my camera once. Yesterday I was resetting it like 3 or 4 times. Okay, so let's see what happens when we try to go into a helix. We can't go into an up helix. It's got to be a down helix. But, okay, so there's a problem. Black, green, and orange would be very dragony. Yes, I agree that that would be very dragon-like. Okay, so we need to undo this. What we just did. And instead of taking out that, I'm taking out this, and I'm going to do what Epic told me to do, or asked me to do in the first place. Which, you know, I just didn't see it before I had done what I had done. And I'm going to put in the helix down. Down right. Maybe not. Gold dragons, brass dragons, and red dragons? Nick, you know an awful lot about dragons. Okay, let's undo what we just did. And maybe think about just doing some adjustments to it. Maybe changing the angle that it works at. Maybe dragging it over towards the wall a bit. That's not what I'm going for. Turning a bit? Turning the other way a bit. No, not turning either way. So yellow, gold, that's fine. Yeah, like I said, we may change it after. But like, right now, I like the look of it. It does look kind of nice. But again, I don't like this. I don't like this. Okay, so instead of this, then, okay, we're going to do this again. We're going to try this, give this one more attempt, because we tried this before, and I failed miserably. But I think I was trying to do it, I was trying something a little too extreme then. I'm going to get this to 0 degrees. That's the first thing that has to happen. 0 degrees. Wow. And now I just need to bring this around. What are you doing, Coaster? Who do you think you're fooling? Why are you like, I want to do this instead? Really? Really? He's like, no, I want to hurt people. I don't want to listen to the person designing the coaster. Why should I have to listen to the person designing the coaster? I don't know why. I don't think the coaster's actually thinking like that. It might be, though. Really? Again, I don't understand what you're doing or why you're thinking that's an okay thing to do. And again, it's like, what? What? Where is this coming from? It's like you make a piece of track straight, and it's like, no, I don't want to go straight. Not that I'm going straight here. I'm trying to curve around. Yeah, it thinks it's helping where it's not. It shouldn't automatically help. There should be like a checkbox that I could say, help me. And it will go, okay, I'll help you. Because I have an idea of what I want to do. Yes, I know it's because of the wall. But again, it shouldn't matter. It should be able to go to the default and say, hey, there's no problem with me going here. That would be just fine. And just do it. It shouldn't suddenly make weird decisions, and that's my opinion, of course. Okay, now is that going to be a more smooth? It's not. The way this thing looks is absolutely awful. It's not going to be more smooth at all. Going to be less smooth. Okay, so here we are. We come up around this thing, and now we're basically just trying to slow ourselves down and eat up the last of the last of the inertia we've got. Sometimes little bunny hops help that. So we're gonna add a little bunny hop. Well, we already... Really? Really? You think that should be a thing? You think that's the way things should work? Hello? Can I, like, adjust the track? Where's the adjusty things? The adjusty things have all gone away. No adjusty track for you. Okay. There we go, they're back. I don't know, they just took a break. They've just had enough of me adjusting, and they want a little bit of a vacation. That's going to be way too sharp. Ah, but smooth all helps, doesn't it? Bring that up. Just a little bit of bunny hop. Okay, so we need to go to about here. And to about here. Oh, well, fine. But again, it should still be my decision. Whoops, that's wrong. That's more like it. Okay, let's smooth that out. That's getting better. Okay, so now, how much banking can I put in this thing? I should do banking by little pieces. Not that actually makes it easier, that makes it a lot more difficult. Oh, there we go, we got some banking on there. It's not telling me the angle anymore. That's like, it's old school. You don't need to know the angle. Whoa, okay, okay, okay. Now if I take that, shorten it a little bit, put that around there. Oh, too sharp, too sharp. Okay, 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 so, whoops. That's not what we wanted at all. I need to give this a twist. Okay, so we should probably leave that transition angle here. Definitely needed some angle here. Ah, you don't like that, do you? Whoa! Really? Really? You really need that much frickin' stuff to hold that up? Is that something that's really a thing? Wow. Yeah, it's more consistent, but the problem is you can never figure out where your problems are. You know what I mean? Like now I know that I need to do something here, but it's actually here that I need to do something. I need to move this out. Because now I know that I can do this. And even if I have to straighten it out all after and then do it again because I've been able to go around and make the room for it. That's at least what I found on the wooden coaster. But again, there could be better techniques at doing what I'm doing here. There definitely could be. I'm in no way an expert at this. I'm barely even good at it, in my opinion. I scrape through. Really? You don't want to let me move that? Okay, here we go. Here we go. Now we're going to be able to do this. Let's smooth this out. And let's get that sharper angle on that edge. And let's do the same thing here. Okay, we're getting this now. This is letting us do this now. Okay, so we're banking in, we're banking out. Let's smooth that all into one smooth little thing. If I smooth all, the banking gets taken away as a problem. I am not so huge of a fan of what's going on here. But I guess I'm going to have to wait and see what this is going to give me out of the whole thing. Like, is this going to slow me down enough so that I'm not racing into the end here? And then if that's the case, then I can probably take this out and we can smooth from here to here. Like that. We can try that. I really hate what this thing has done. This thing, there's no reason for that many supports. No reason at all. There's 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10, 11 supports in there. Let's go count the supports in this frickin' thing. This huge structure here. You know, there's less. Why is that a thing? It's because of the thing in the middle. That's why it is. Okay, well, we shut a few of them off. We're gonna have to see how this all feels. I can't just... I need to see how it feels. Where am I going here? Live data. okay. The black and... yeah. I don't know. I don't know. Maybe try to get that yellow a more gold color. That does not make sense. Which doesn't make sense? I don't know what doesn't make sense. Lots of things don't make sense. Woohoo! Fire! More fire here. Just not there yet. There we go. We just lit the hay on fire. Hey, fire! More hay fire. Again, we'll have to wait until we've got everything smoothed out before we can put in some roads down across the bottom and get all the lamps all flaming up and everything as the dragon flies by. There we go. Oh, I'm gonna have to fix that. And we need some stuff on the ground. There needs to be things on the ground that we're going past. Yeah, all the poles. Yeah, that it doesn't make sense, yes. The more G's it experiences, the more supports it needed. I think it was me piling a whole bunch of track on top of each other. It might have been what was causing that. Notice it was only after I made a certain change, I made a certain stretch of like a piece of track here, and it's like, no, we're gonna make that bad. I'm still not happy with this at all. But at least I know what I want to do with it. Which is sort of fix this whole section here. It's not the best. Not the best. It needs to come out like that. It needs to be rounded off. Corners need to be circles and... But I don't... Yes, the problem is, as soon as I do that, it's going to curve it way too much. Oh, that's better. That's way better. I did not think it would be that easy. I thought that was going to be very difficult to do. Now, there's a wiggle over here. I will be streaming tomorrow night. Yes. 2 streams tomorrow. There'll be a stream at noon, Central Standard Time. And there'll be a stream at 6. Then probably about 2 hours for the first one, and probably about 2.5 to 3 tomorrow. In the evening. That's the plan, at least. Let's hope that all works out. Really? You don't want to do that for me? Why don't you want to do that for me? There you go. There you go. Whoa, I just made a... It's down to 1 car. Woo! Made it to the end. Everybody else died. They didn't really die. They were just a bunch of dummies anyway. Ooh, there we go. This is definitely becoming better. Well, thanks for subscribing, Jose. I do, this will, you know, this is going to be an ongoing project, as you could tell by everything else that's in here. This is, I won't be just doing this for a couple days and quitting. And there's always other awesome stuff on my channel. If you're into other games. I really need to get back to this side and start building some things. Like I built like 4 buildings over here and didn't do much. Before I end the stream. What before I end the stream? Ride the Connie Express. Okay. We'll do that. We'll do that. Yeah, I won't be quitting. I'm not quitting. I don't quit much. I can't say I don't quit anything. I've quit playing the odd game. But I like to finish things. Of course, when you take on something epic like a park like this, you know, this game has had a huge effect on my channel. I used to do 2 videos a day, every single day, massive amounts of editing. You know, I would be playing different first-person games, a whole bunch of things like that, and when I started playing this, all that stuff went away. It's sort of I'm still getting used to it, and I'm still going to try to get back into it, but we'll see. We'll see what happens. I still don't want to give up this. This is what I don't want to give up. Okay. Still not happy with this. It might be a bit better. And I want to take this, and I want to put a little bit of an out curve on it. Just a tiny bit. Okay. So, where are we here? Where's our heat maps look like? What does our excitement look like? I guess we're not really even riding this thing, are we? Because that train got wrecked, it just sat there for that whole time. Okay, so our first place where we need to make some improvements is around here. And I just don't understand how, in this track, I'm going to get those improvements. Yeah, I just don't get it. So, biggest roller coaster? It's not that big. It's not as big as this one here. The Red Rock one. That's a big coaster, I think. But I could be wrong. I guess we can always go to the live data and it'll tell us, you know, how fast we're going. It tells us everything. Wow, we're at the final stretch and we're still going 40 miles an hour. That's too fast. That's way too fast. Way, way, way too fast. I don't know what I'm gonna do. I thought of putting the helix here, but then I thought that I won't have enough energy to go through here. Well, we'll have to figure that one out. We can't have him speeding into there. Okay. Whatever the case may be. I got hiccups. Let's get back on this thing for a moment and see. Okay, so the first loop I'm really happy with. Everything works out quite well here. It feels like a flying coaster. I'm okay with this, too. It feels very much like a flying coaster. And I need to smooth that transition a bit. I definitely need to smooth that transition a bit. Yeah. Now, I forgot to drink my Red Bull. It's been sitting here for like 2.5 hours. Wow. If you notice warm Red Bull is really tart. It's like like candy. Okay, so where was I talking? Where was I talking that I needed to do something? It was in here. I found that this corner seemed to be very rough for some reason. And is this is coming out? Yeah, that's right. It's coming out at the right angle. My lungs are no good anyway. When I was younger, I suffered, well, even somewhat recently, I suffered from what they call spontaneous pneumothorax, which means my lung will suddenly collapse. Just like that. Surprise! No left lung. It's, it hasn't really, you know, it's been scary once or twice, but nothing really. Okay, I don't even know what's going on in the conversation anymore. Put the middle section of that large turn through the town a bit to curve it more. Yeah, you're absolutely right. And that's actually what I learned last night when I was watching all those coasters. Is more curve. I probably shouldn't do it that way. That always ends up with bad curves. What I'm going to do is this, which seems like a weird way to do it. But it actually, I find it works better. Because now what I'm going to do is I'm just going to take and I'm going to distribute that curve across that whole section. And same with this. Yeah, okay, so you're gonna have to look up that hiccup thing online, because there's been people who have suffered for hiccups for years. Due to some diaphragm, issues. The diaphragm that makes you, you know, breathe in and out. Who here watches, knows of Hank and John Green on the Vlog Brothers, and the guys that do all that stuff with SciShow and SciShow Space and stuff like that. Anybody watch the Vlog Brothers or SciShow? He was one of the guys. Hank was actually got to interview Obama last year or 2 years ago for a YouTube thing that they set up. That's yeah, that's not the way to teach people, though, Nick. I'm glad you're not a teacher. Negative reinforcement. Sorry, I'm just kidding. You can say what you want. Okay, so that seems to be a bit better. I don't know about this drop here, though. It still needs to come out. It's like it doesn't want to do what I want it to do exactly. It's doing something like it. Oh, maybe there we go. That might be it. That might be what needs to go on. We need to smooth up to here. And then bring this out a bit. and then smooth it again across that whole section. Do we not already have... We gotta be careful with the dip, though. Because I might have already brought it down to 2 units, you know? And as soon as I bring it down below 2 units, I can't put any road underneath. But that's... Okay. Let's bring it down here. Like, it's lowest here right now. If I match that here, maybe? Bring it down and in, like that? Is that what you're thinking? Like, in this section. Oh, I just blew up a train. Like, maybe like that. And once we smooth all that out, maybe that's the maybe that's like the transition you're talking. I don't know. I'm guessing. Okay, okay. So here we go. Gonna look at something online here. Maybe a little more, eh? Just to try to even that out across there, maybe? Let's, hop on board and have a look. Okay. Didn't exactly hop on board now, did I? I must have missed that button. Oh well, we're almost at the end. We're almost at the end anyway. Yeah, we're definitely... There's going to need to be some trees or something around there. We're going to need to have something to give us the feeling of motion. And that's what I'm going to try to do. I won't be doing that, like, live. We'll be doing that after the stream. Actually, we might end up doing that tomorrow morning. I don't know what I'm doing after the stream. I might play some Happy Room. Might go by For Honor. I don't know. I've been wondering about that. I think I'm gonna go online and I'm gonna go watch some people playing For Honor and see what it's like. If it's just a fighting game, I'm not gonna be interested. There's gotta be more to it than that. Okay, so the one thing I'm seeing in this whole thing is I'm going to need to put more flame things down. Because that one flame thing isn't doing it, but where I have the 3 of them at the beginning, it seems much better. Okay, so we're going into this dip that we just created. And then up. The invert. Yeah, lots and lots of smoothing. Lots and lots of smoothing. There's so much to be done. The other thing I'm thinking, and I don't know if it's gonna work yet, or I don't know. I'll just keep that to myself until it's time to do it. Yeah. I'll keep that to myself, because, you know, we are getting better. We're definitely getting better. It's not a 7.8 or anything yet, but this has no decoration and no nothing. Let's see how this coaster looks over, like, as an overview. It's very stretched out. But I guess I sort of expected that. That was sort of a given. That if we wanted to do this, we needed to burn up some energy first and then bring it through the towns. Through the town. And now, you know, like, now I can go in and I can build the rest of town. I can do so much here. You know, the road's gonna come through here. And around this side, the other road's going to come off it. And around there, there might be another road down across the front here. And of course, they're going to have to be able to get here. So all that needs to be done. Okay, so how do we make this piece a little more exciting? I think we need to do almost the same thing as we did in the last piece. We need to bring this in and drop it down. Lower it a bit. I think that's what we need to do. Not like that, though. That would be good. And then get rid of that. That's not too bad. I don't know about this transition. We'll have to see about that. I think this should probably smooth a little more. But it doesn't seem to agree with me. Oh well. It doesn't always have to agree. Dragon's Lair. Any particular reason for that? Okay, now I get it. Now I get it. We'll name them all after old Laserdisc games. Nobody'll ever know. They actually probably won't. Okay, I probably screwed up this whole thing and I'm gonna have to redo it. Oh, maybe not. Yeah, well, we're gonna find out right now. Look at that. 6.85. We're getting up there. Things are changing slowly. Not too bad. Is this actually gonna work? This isn't gonna work, is it? We couldn't have this thing, like, do what we want, eh? Would that be a thing that could possibly happen? Why is the road floating in the air? Because I use shift and the keys to move, that's why. Tell you what, just choose the road again. Oh, don't go that way. That's not what we want you to do. Okay, there's that. Now, if we take this... Oh, I did it again. I did it again. I gotta stop doing that. Gotta stop doing that. Hey, Mineswept. Welcome to the stream. Or what's left of it. Whoa, no, none of that, none of that. Oh, there we go. Look at that. It's coming together. It's totally coming together. Well, what about Steam? Steam bad? Josh at King's Dominion. I'm at that point in my my stream where my stomach's starting to growl again. And I'm hungry. And I need to go find food. Oh, that needs to be fixed. That's just bugging the hell out of me. Everything else seems sort of okay. Oh, we're gonna have to fix that. That's gonna be rough. That's fine. This is not fine. Oh no, that end of it I don't like. The transition from the prefab to the regular track is kind of rough too. And again, that slowdown is way too fast. Steam's not working. What's gonna make my life hell? I can't live without Steam. It's the first application I open when I start my computer. It's the last one I close when I shut down. Oh well. Okay, so I'm gonna do one last run through, and actually, if they haven't been chased away, we're gonna go ride the train. Okay, here we go. There's the house on fire. There's the hay on fire. That one's not too bad, actually. It's gonna like require tons of fine tuning. There's more hay on fire. Now the torches through the village will be all lighting up really quickly. Flaming up. Couple dips there. Yeah, I'm okay so far. It's gonna require a lot of work, a lot of fine tuning to make it feel the way it needs to feel. But it's definitely more of a flying coaster than anything I've built so far. Again, still a major work in progress. It's kind of spread out too, eh? You know, it almost feels as though I shouldn't have done this. I should have done more here and then brought it in with a nice long curve. Again, that's something we can change. Like I could complete this loop instead of coming right out of it, wrap it right around, come around, and over there. You've blacked out. Why have you blacked out? You should probably go see a doctor about that if you keep on blacking out. Okay, so let's check what we got here. Nothing. There's nothing there. There's where we got some stuff. The 4.37 might be a problem. But actually, you know what? That's it. That's the highest G-forces in the whole thing. Oh, no, that's a 2. So that's not too bad. And then this is next to nothing. This is just puny forces. Okay. Okay. So we've definitely got the start of of Dragon's Breath. The other thing I'm going to do is... Actually, this thing might end up dipping down into town a little bit quicker. So, things that we can expect to happen in the next little while. Lamp. Where's a lamp? I need a street lamp. Should the street lamps in town be skulls? Or should they be like this? Maybe a torch. Oh, there we go. A street torch. There we go. That's what the lamps in town are going to be like. And then what we'll do is on here we will add a new trigger. And when he's about here, we can... Oh, did I add that trigger? That trigger's still there, right? I hope it didn't go away. We want flame. So we want flamethrower burst. Huh? Hi, Peter. Welcome to the stream. Why are you saying boo? Sorry. Okay, so now we gotta go back here. Let's look at our trigger. Let's look at our trigger. Where's our trigger? Where's our trigger? There's our trigger. And we're gonna go and say, okay, add that. That's not what I wanted. That's not what I wanted. It's not gonna let me choose it. I'll have to realign them after, because they're not lined up with their... I missed! Okay. Okay, we gotta add this last one. Okay, and we'll straighten them out after. But basically what we want is as this thing swoops through town, these will just go... You know, maybe not necessarily in that order. Definitely in that order. Okay, so... Again, this is... Yeah, I'm gonna have to remove all these. First one. Right? Second one. Third one. Okay, so now we'll change these. There we go. There we go. Dragon's meth. Yeah, they're making it in this shed here. This is where they're making their dragon's meth. Okay, that wasn't too bad. Now this will light that on fire. Okay, that's good. Yeah, it's getting there. It's getting there. I don't think I'm gonna light any of the buildings in town on fire. I think I'll leave that for torches, maybe a thing of hay somewhere. But yeah, that's what we're gonna have happen. We're gonna have all those things flare up and that. Still need lots of work, lots of fine tuning, but I'm actually looking forward to doing that. And we're up to 6.84. We've got a long way to go to get to like 7.8. I want to see it at 7.8 before I start putting scenery around it, because that way I'll actually get a coaster above 8, which I've had a hell of a time trying to obtain at this point. So I remember a request earlier. Somebody wanted to go for a ride on the what is it? The Coney Express. The Coney Express. And I guess we could do that, because I'm gonna be like packing up right away. So yeah, here's a ride on the Coney Express. Yeah, there's my gingerbread water tower. It's more for milk than water, because, you know, gingerbread and water. Ugh. Are you a Moogle? Okay, I'm missing something. How long is the stream? The stream is ending in 8 minutes. Oh, there's our train. Our train's going. Wow. Look at this place. I never really look at it from train. I just, you know. There's another coaster. I don't know why this thing goes up like that, or it has to go up like that. Something to do with the water. And now we're going through the tunnel. I need to go in and clean up the tunnel. After I built... Oh, there's like coaster braces coming through the tunnel. We're going to have to shut those off. We're going to figure that out. So if I... There we go. Turn around the other way and we see this. On this side we'll see the Western Station, as well as the whole thing. Here's the Western Station. So I've noticed a lot more people taking the train. They're taking the train to get closer to this place. Like, can you imagine? Like, a lot of people are walking. Like, this is insane. Birds? What birds? Those coaster braces look cool. Just leave them. I do need to clean up the you notice the dirt's come through the wall? I'm gonna have to go through and clean all that up. So look at all these people hopping on the train. I did not expect this at all. The train doesn't hardly goes anywhere. But maybe these people all just want... Oh, the train... The frickin'... You know? Are you kidding me? I was gonna say, is it broken? But no, that's steam from the train. Okay, I get it. I get it. Are we going? Are we going? Oh, here we go. We're off. We're off. So this is going to be like the major transportation system around the park. Are going to be trains. I don't I don't have the sci-fi, the monorail yet. But there's definitely going to be a monorail. Oh, I should look around the other side of the train. Look, this is the park. Wow, it's just like a real train, eh? Going through town. Who's mom? Okay. But, you know, that's the train. And that's the park so far. Lots of work to do. Lots of work done. Lots of work to do. I've got to finish this entire town. That's the plan. This coaster is gonna... This is what we're working on all weekend. We gotta finish the Dragon's Cave. We gotta finish all the styling. And that's gonna be our first 8+ coaster. But I know how look at that. I swear, hey, that went down. Broken down. No wonder it's gone down. It's freaking broken. Why is everything broken? Why is it all broken? Are you broken? I'm coming to get you if you're broken. You're not broken? It's not broken. It's not broken right now. I guess, you know, really there is a coaster here that I could probably put a lot more work into. This one, as you can see, it sucks. I haven't really, you know, really done any work on it. I just put it there and left it. Um, but that's something I can do after. That's something I can almost do anytime. But like I said, we're finishing up now. Tomorrow the plan is noon Central Time. I'm gonna do, I don't know, 2 to 3 hours of live stream, and then tomorrow at 6, same thing. Probably for about 5 hours total tomorrow. And then the same on Sunday. And then the same on Monday. Monday's a day off. No work on Monday, other than building coasters. And that's not really work. That's just like pure pleasure. How can you be... Hey everybody! How can you have more pleasure than building these coasters? And building these parks? I guess I should probably play some other games too, because if I keep doing this, I'm going to get bored of this pretty fast. But then again, you've noticed I've ridden this over and over and over, and I never get bored of it. This is the only exposure to roller coasters I can possibly have. Just don't have the opportunity. But there we go. That's the end of Curse of Captain Deadeye is the name of that ride. So we're gonna leave this here. We're gonna pick this up tomorrow. I had a blast today. I am so happy that we got past. You know, it just took some learning. I had to go out and ride a bunch of these coasters, and I mean like 10 of them. There was Manta and Orlando. I rode like 6 through like real coasters, and then I went and rode some flying coasters in No Limits 2 that I've ridden before. And yes, that clued me into what I was doing wrong. And what I was doing wrong was I wasn't doing these sweeping corners. I was trying to do too much in too little of a space. And once I spread this out, it's become so much more of a pleasure to ride. But as you can see, we've got a lot more building to do. Yeah. Looks like a pretzel. Hey, how can you go wrong? You know what? We've got like 60 seconds left here. Think that's time for a ride? Is this thing working yet? Have you fixed this yet, people? It's broken down still. Really? Really? Is this a thing? Here. Come on. Like the park's freaking abandoned. This thing stops working and everybody leaves. Why is this broken down still? Is there like no mechanics? They were bored? Sorry, I'm having a panic. Go fix that. Go fix that. Here. Fix it. Fix it. There we go. These lazy mechanics. There might be something to do with this being so freaking far away from everything. You know, like people actually come in, virtual people, because all these people have virtual brains, and they come in, and they go all the way down here, and all the way down here. I need more food places. I need way more food places. And they walk all the way down here, and they walk all the way down here, and all the way down here, and then they walk all the way down here, and all the way over here, and up through here, and through town, and then they get here, and the frickin' thing's broken. It's broken. What kind of park is that? Ride status broken. It's broken, and the mechanic is just... Oh, there we go. He's fixed it. Yay! He fixed it. It's called AI. Yeah, I don't know. They didn't call it AI. They called it something else. I can't remember what they called it in the video. I watched a video about the mechanics and some of the things in this game. Yeah. Yeah, see, I'm not going to go bankrupt. There's no way I could have built this park the way it is right now if I wasn't playing Sandbox. Can we like go for a freaking roller coaster ride, people? The hell with you. You know what? Not gonna let me do it? I'm shutting you down. Now we're going for a ride. There we go. I win. You lose. This roller coaster is called Rapunzel. Hence the tower. I've got to work on the tower. The tower needs to be bigger. But this is a fun coaster. This is a really fun coaster. It's fast. I don't know why it's a single car. And the trees around it are awesome. That's what makes it so much fun. Up over the tower. Woo! Rapunzel, Rapunzel. There we go, the loop. Into a couple of double helix. I don't know if this is a helix. I think it's a helix. I don't know what it is. It's a downward helix. And that's it. It was awesome. I'm gonna leave this here. We're gonna pick this up tomorrow. Had a blast. Thanks for everybody who came. And I really hope you enjoyed it. And I hope to see you in tomorrow's stream. So until next time, I'm GameFace. This was Planet Coaster. If you liked it, click the button and don't forget to subscribe. I'd like to thank you so much for watching. And I will see you next time.
Thank you.